What's going on YouTube? Broken Place for Days here, coming at you guys with a quick video because I wanted to go over kind of like where Dark World stands this format, just because I feel it's a really good deck that you could play right now. Granted, I mean, it's Dark World, you lose to yourself about half the time, but it's still a really good deck and it can run a lot of really powerful traps. Like the trap lineup can be like just really nutty for this format, so I just kind of want to go over again where it stands and what relevance it has in the meta. So first of all, I'm gonna go over the traps that it can run. One of them being Skill Drain. Skill Drain has always been a good card, but especially right now against like the main decks that you're gonna be playing against, it's really good. Example: if you play against Bujins, they can't search for your motto. If you play against Girgia, you kind of just win. If you play against Mermail, I mean, it can go either way there, just because Mermail fucking they pitch for cost and it activates in the graveyard and stuff, so who knows how that would go. But if you play against Fire Fist again, I mean, what are they gonna do? So Skill Drain is a very good card that Dark World can run. Not to mention it can main deck the viruses, deck Devastation, and Eradicator. Eradicator being like just one card you win. I mean, if you deck dev them first, or you mind crush them, or you drag down and you look at their hand and what they have, and then you Eradicator and call. If they have mostly spells, or if they have mostly traps, you call. Whichever one makes more sense, and then they just lose. Because let's say you're playing against Fire Fist and you call traps, and they have full back row, you won. If you go first and you check their hand with drag down and they have all spells like Tankies and Tensus and whatnot, Lances, and you eradicate your spells, you just won. You play against spellbooks, you call spells, and it's just fucking ridiculous. Let's see what else. If you're playing against Girgia again, just checking their hand. Mostly in Girgia though, you're gonna call traps, just because you shut down the Gear and all the other trap cards that they run, and you just win. And then deck Devi against Girgia is auto win. You deck Dev Girgia, you just won. And it's also a really good way to save Grapha sometimes from like bottomless or deep prison and stuff. You can just chain a deck Dev and save the Grapha that way. And then another card that they can main deck, again it's another trap, is Dark Smog. Dark Smog is a really good card right now, especially against Bujins, just because, little by little, you just poke away at all their little resources like Turtle and Hair and whatever else they run, Quillin and stuff. Sorry about my voice, I'm a little sick. But you just, remove all their stuff, and then it's like, okay, they have Crane, but what are they going to do with a Crane when you have, 2-3 Graphas on board and, a Skill Drain? Crane isn't going to do anything. And even the old stuff in the graveyard, it doesn't do anything. If you have a freaking Skill Drain, it's just Dark World's vicious. It just doesn't care. And as far as the spell lineup goes, Drag Down is and has always been a very unfair card, especially in Dark World. If you splash it in any other deck, it's whatever, because you both lose a potentially good card. But just playing it in Dark World, and the fact that you're going to plus off anything that you discard is just really unfair. And then being able to check your opponent's hand and, pitch whatever, play, or, disrupt whatever play they were going to have, and then accompanied by a freaking Mind Crush is just, whatever. It probably shouldn't be able to happen, but, it's Dark World. It does what it does. So overall, I just feel it's a really good deck right now. It's really powerful. You can just totally against the meta decks, what people play right now, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna beat them if you draw okay. Because you guys gotta remember, it's Dark World. It's at the end of the day, as good as a deck as it may be, and all these really good cards that it can run in the as far as trap lineup goes and spell lineup, and even monsters, because Snow searching for any Dark World and Grapha doing what it does. It's all really good, but at the end of the day, it's Dark World. It's a very combo-based deck where you have to have the dealings to pitch the Snow, you have to have the Snow in order for the dealings to be live, you have to have the Dark World monsters in your hand for Drag Down to do anything. If you don't have a graveyard, Gates is dead. It's a very combo-oriented deck that loses to itself a lot more often than I wish it would. Just because, if you guys have been watching my channel long enough, you can know that Dark World is probably my favorite deck. It's what I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Or it's why I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because like all my friends were playing, but I mean it just seemed like boring, and then I saw the Dark World Structure deck coming out, and that was my first deck, and that's how I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's what I first played, and I still love that deck to this day. So I just kind of want to go over Dark World and where it stands, and you know what kind of traps and spells and stuff you can run, or that it runs, that you know, and what kind of relevance they have in the meta right now. If you guys liked the video, please thumbs it up. Let me know that you liked it. If you guys want me to do any other deck discussions or card discussions like that, just leave in the comments below. I'll definitely do that. It being that I will be on summer break in about 2 weeks, so I'm gonna be pretty bored. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. Appreciate it, and until next time, keep it broken.